Hello, Smoky Valley. I'm Glen Suppes, and welcome to another Smoky Valley update concerning the coronavirus and the issues that we face dealing with that. I hope you were able to attend the board meeting tonight, and it was a special board meeting, but if you attended online. Unfortunately, from now on, that's probably the only way you're going to be able to attend one of our board meetings is online. I thank Mike Rose for streaming that for us this evening. We had some of our leadership team contribute to the conversation, but they had to be on Zoom. Now remember, we can only have 10 in the meeting, and our board members have to be spread apart. So we will continue with those kind of meetings. If you haven't seen it, would like to see it, you can still go to live.smokyvalley.org and watch our special board meeting, basically concerning the coronavirus, what our district is doing, what our plans are for the future, and where we are in the progress right now. As you know, maybe you don't know, we just received our continuous learning guidelines from the state last night about 11 o'clock. Our leadership team came in this morning and went right to work using those guidelines with some of the work that we've already done before about how we're going to roll out education to our students. Our staff will meet tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. And today, in this day and age, when we start talking about meeting, it doesn't mean we're all going to get together in the same room. Unfortunately, we'll be meeting by Zoom. We hope to have well over 100 people online talking about the coronavirus, but mostly, again, what is happening in Smoky Valley, what's going to happen with their jobs, how are we going to be educating students in the very near future, and some of the plans that we've already put together. Many of our employees are concerned about what their role is going to be. I know that teachers bless you, teachers, are already reaching out to their students, are already communicating with parents, sending emails. I know a couple of teachers that put videos together and sent those out, and I know this is an extremely tough time. Our board has been extremely supportive, and this community has as well. Thank you for reaching out to me and to our principals and just thanking us for the work we're doing. Well, this leadership team led by Monty Couchman, and then the leaders from the buildings, and Laura and Bill and Eric, Garrett, Charlene, and Mike, and Kai. Um, they've been in here every day, and we're getting together again tomorrow morning. But we're going to talk to our teachers for the first time. I'm looking forward to seeing their faces on the screen, answer some of their questions, and hope it calm some of their nerves as we meet. Something I wanted to talk to you about, that one of the things as we put this plan together, you can have groups of 10. We talked about that because based upon what we can have in our board meeting, but you can have groups of 10 and no more. A survey went out today about school districts. How many are really planning to bring together groups of 10 people? Or are they planning to do it all online, face-to-face, or one-to-one at some other type of delivery? Most schools are saying they are not going to allow students in the building at all. And that's kind of the position we've taken. In fact, 9 out of 10, in fact, almost all of the superintendents across the state have said they're not allowing students in the building. And I know there are some people out there saying, don't you think we're going a little overboard? That this is just a little bit ridiculous? Let me just remind you what has happened in the last 5 to 6 days. On Friday morning, we had a meeting, and based upon the guidelines from the state, the national department, we were told that we could still continue with regular activities as planned. By 12:30 that day, we were told that we had to limit numbers down to 100. Well, that meant we couldn't have the spring play. And immediately we were told groups of 50. Now, the county health had guidelines in place, and now we were told by the State Department groups of 10. So if we were to build a program by allowing 9, because you have to count the teacher, 9 groups, 9 kids or less, plus a teacher would be 10. And then it got shut down even tighter, from 250 to 100 to 50 to 10. And then the feds came down and said, you can't have that many, we're going to lock down tighter. That would throw all of our plans out the window. So we, like many other districts, are going to do some things without that few of students. If I showed you a map the other day of states that were closing down for the year, and I'm going to show you this map right here. This is a map of the United States. All you see in orange are states that have temporarily closed schools. The yellow, those that some schools have closed, and now all of a sudden in the middle there's a red one. That's Kansas. Why is Kansas red? Because Kansas is the only one that has closed a school for the entire academic year. Others have closed temporarily. They're going to close for the academic year. Last night CNN came to Kansas to interview Governor Kelly, and the reason CNN came because we are the only state so far that has decided we are going to continue educating our kids. Everyone else that has shut down said, we're done, we're finished, everything's on hold, nobody comes to school. In Kansas, led by Commissioner Dr. Randy Watson, said, we are going to lead the world in education. We're going to continue to educate our kids. And we talked about that already. It's not going to be the most robust education. It's not going to be to the same rigor and relevance, but we're still going to connect with our kids in the state of Kansas. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, and this is pretty scary out there, but we're going to connect with those kids and involve them in some kind of educational atmosphere, some opportunity to connect with their friends, and a chance to be involved with their teacher once again, at least for the 6 or 7 weeks that we have left. So not a lot of new news today, except that we did get the continuous learning guidelines, and we're looking through those. It's a 76-page directory that was put together in a matter of 3 days. People are moving fast and furious around here. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, but we're going to meet with our staff tomorrow and several groups in the near future and hope we bring our kids in on or around March 30th. Hope to see you again. Have a good evening. Thank you.